Hey guys, welcome to the Elite Weekly Boss. We're going to go ahead and start with our hero, and then if you have the monkey knowledge, we're going to go ahead and throw out a free dart on here as well too. And then we're going to go ahead and start with 3 farms. All of these are going to be 200, and then we're going to turn these into marketplaces, so they're going to be 203 farms on here. We're going to have 2 of these that are going to upgrade to 203s, and then the other one will be a 202 to start out, but we will upgrade it on there. This particular boss this week, there are some limitations on what you can upgrade. So typically I would go for a bank, but we can't with this event on here. So that is why we're changing up our farming strategy on here. So once we get the 3 of the 200 farms, you're going to see me upgrade 2 of these to the marketplaces, and then the other one to the 202 farm on here. Once we get that third one on there for a 202, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw down an alchemist and towards the top, and we're going to go ahead and mark him on strong, and he's going to be a 003. When he does this, he will get money for each lead pop, so that's why we're going to go ahead and do that. And then upgrade your final farm to a 203, and then throw down a boat and make it a 003 on here. We're going to throw an engineer towards the top, and it's going to be a 014. And when you have enough on there for the balloon trap, put it towards the top so it generates income. We're going to place another farm. It's going to be the same path. It's going to be a 203 on here. And then we're going to upgrade our boat to a 004. And then we're going to do 2 more farms. They're going to be 203s on here. With Elite, farming is very important in the beginning portion of there. Even though after this farm, we're going to have limited money on here, that's okay. We're going to have plenty of time to upgrade for what we need on here. For tier 1, we're going to go ahead and throw out a 000 druid to start out, and then we're going to put a sub. We're going to go ahead and start this, upgrade your sub to a 400, loop back to your druid and make it a 130, and then we're going to do a sniper. It's going to be a 205, so we want this to be an elite defender, and we're going to mark it on strong on here. You can put this on slow and basically just save up until you have enough to upgrade to the elite defender on here. You'll have plenty of time, especially with this particular map on here. Once we get the elite defender, we're going to go ahead and we're going to place a village, and then we're going to make it a 102. It's going to be a discount village, and then we're going to go ahead and continue our farming strategy. So you're going to see me place 8 total 320 farms on here. This is going to be enough defense to hold, so this is a good time to keep generating income and keep placing farms on here. So while this is going, I do suggest putting this on slow and then continuing your farming strategy on here. If you can, place them in range of your village, but with this boss, when it targets the different towers, it can take away some of their range, so the village might not be of too much help on here. And with this particular boss, we can't even upgrade the village to a T5 on here to soak up here, but we are still going to use it because the 4th path on there is going to help generate more income within range of the village. So it's still worth it on here. Once we get those, what we'll do is we're going to sell the marketplaces, all of them, and we are going to upgrade all of our farms to 420s because these will generate more income. This is just my farming strategy on here. So sell all the marketplaces. We're going to upgrade 5 total of these to 420 farms, and then we need to prepare for the next tier of the boss. So for the next tier of the boss, what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and upgrade our druid to a 150 on here. Use your hero ability while you're saving up for that T5 druid on there, and then once you go ahead and get that druid, then we're going to go ahead and throw a dartling out, or the dart, and we're going to upgrade it to a 205, that first one that we placed, and mark it on strong. Upgrade 2 of your farms to 420s, and then upgrade, we'll add a dart, and we're going to upgrade it to a 502 marked on strong. This is going to be the one that we're going to make a paragon later on here. You can then grab your village and upgrade it to a 104 on here as well too, and then place 1 more 420 farms. But what I'm going to do actually is sell that 1 420 farm because we want to upgrade to a T5 farm as quickly as possible. So as soon as you have enough, upgrade to the T5 farm. Now it's going to be pretty much about generating income on here. So I'm going to place 4 more total 420 farms on here. And then we'll start preparing for our next round of the boss on here. So once you get 4 more of those farms, what we'll end up doing is we're going to be placing tier 5 darts on here. We are not going to have enough to upgrade for a Paragon, but what we'll do is we'll create the T5 darts, and then we're going to place 25 darts before this starts. So I definitely suggest putting this off of auto start, and we're going to upgrade these darts to 220s. You might not have enough. I didn't have enough to upgrade these darts to 220s, so you can just put it on slow and then upgrade the remaining ones when you have the opportunity to and the cash income on there. You'll let this go all the way up until it hits where you're going to create your Paragon. So I'm going to slow this down here in a second, and you just want to basically generate as much income as possible, and then as soon as it hits the one, you're going to go ahead and hit it and create the max amount on there for your Paragon on here. I'm going to then pair this with an engineer. I'm going to put a 050, and you want to target the T5 farm so it generates more income. So when you do it, make sure you target the T5, the farm on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and place a ninja. It's going to be a 205, and I'm going to place an ice monkey. It's going to be a 520, and then I'm going to do the other ice monkey. It's going to be a 205, and then finally the middle path ice monkey, the 250. Remember, this boss needs cooldown, so that's why we're going to place all of the T5s on here. And then what we'll do is we're just going to end up saving for all the T5 ninjas. So as you have it, you can just place your T5 ninjas and place them in there, because we will create a ninja Paragon later. And this is actually going to hold for the next round of the boss. So I'm actually just going to fast forward this so you can see that it holds for the boss. And then I'm just going to skip forward until 119. You can essentially just generate money and income for our last Paragon on here. And once we get to round 119, what we'll do is we're going to end up selling pretty much all of our farms. We no longer need those on here. And then we are going to put 25 ninjas, because we're going to boost our Paragon, and we're going to make all of them 220s on here. When we do this, essentially what it's doing is it's boosting the Paragon. So it's very important, especially for Elite. Normal, you don't need to do this, but for Elite, you really do need high degree Paragons. So that is why it's important to place these out. And then what we'll do is we'll contribute the max amount of money to our Ninja Paragon and make sure you have it marked on strong. If you put the Engineer Monkey out, since it was ultra boosting the T5 farm, you can target the T5 Ice Monkey by the Ninja Paragon. So then that way it helps boost that. But that is it. This is all it for Elite, a very easy Elite boss for this week. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. As always, thank you so much for all of your support, and I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Bye, guys.